This demonstration is designed to illustrate to you how the receipt of cash from customers is handled by QuickBooks Accountant. It's very important to realize that not all cash receipts are the same. If a company is receiving cash from a customer on account, we're going to utilize the Receive Payments selection right here under the Customer section, this icon here. Before, when we recorded some cash receipts as a result of the loan or stock sales, we recorded it directly as a deposit. So in this particular example, we're going to utilize the Receive Payment section to indicate this is a payment on behalf of a customer towards money they already owe us. When we received this amount, in this case $17,500, we received it from Florida Sports Camp. We got a check and we wrote down the check number. Now in this particular case, this is a payment that a customer made at the placing of an order. This particular company requires a down payment for an order that's to be placed. We have not yet sold them the boat. They have not yet received the boat. So this is a cash payment that is unapplied. So you'll see here in the lower left-hand section, because there is no invoice that we can relate this particular payment to, it will be left as a credit to be used later. What will happen is when we sell the boat later on, we will go back and apply this payment towards the receipt of cash the customer would have paid us to purchase this boat. This next situation is very similar, except instead of receiving a check, we got a credit card payment. So you'll notice there's no check number reference, but there is a reference where we would put the credit card number or some indication of how we got payment for this particular transaction from a credit card receipt. Once again, this is a deposit on a boat. The boat has not been yet delivered, so we're going to leave that overpayment as a credit to be used later on. Lastly, I wanted to show you a third type of payment. In this case, it's also a check, so we've indicated that with a check icon here and the check number indicated here. Buena Vista Water Sports paid us $30,000 on January 15th, 2016. That $30,000 relates to a previous amount owed to us that we created when we set up accounts receivable at the beginning of the year. As of December 31st, 13, Buena Vista Water Sports owed us $33,000. We're going to take the $30,000 payment that they just made and apply it to that, leaving a balance owed of $3,000. So now we have not an overpayment, but in fact an underpayment of $3,000, which is where we're going to leave it. We'll leave it as an underpayment and take care of it later on when the customer pays the remaining balance.